Good afternoon. This is Dr. Cheek. I'm fighting a sinus infection, so I hope you'll be able to understand what I'm saying in this. So, what we're doing, why are we doing this? Why do we do the research paper? And now, why are we doing this website review? By the way, remember the website review is due on the 6th of March at 10 o'clock. I wanted to wait until after I graded the papers and looked at what you had done on the research paper before I did the website review and put it up there for you. So let's talk about why we did this. First of all, it's going to be a valuable tool in your skill set when you're out looking for a job or when you're working on your own websites. In small and medium-sized enterprises, and we're really talking about those in the 50 people range, really desperately need help. They throw up websites, they're not working, and they don't know why. So codified knowledge from the research paper, what you learned in a research paper can be used from here on out with the next paper. So why is the homepage important? We've talked about this before. It's the first thing that the viewers see. They make the decisions 5 to 8 seconds whether they can stay or abandon the site. Poor homepages, frankly, are the primary reason why people put up a social media or put things on a website and it doesn't work. In most cases, that homepage is really what the problem is. So how can you build a successful homepage? And here's some of the things: simple, clean design, logo, menu, call to action, impactful headline, a picture. This is the homepage is where you get that first good feeling, a feeling of trust, sets the tone for the relationships. And by the way, then you feed, that's your index for everything else you'll do as you build a website. And each one of these, and here's a real important thing, is focusing on the customers. The customers are coming there not because they want to hear you've been in business for 50 years or not that you've got the greatest, what they've got a problem they came to satisfy. They're looking for someone to satisfy. If they're looking for tennis shoes, they can come tell you about your factories and where you build. Tell me how your tennis shoe solves my problem. So they came for a reason. Can you solve their problem? Let them immediately know in your headline that you understand their problem and this is what you can do to solve it. Confuse them, they're gone. Make them the hero. Make them sure they look at it. One person, they're looking at it, make sure they understand the focus of this site is on them. Use an impactful headline. You'll have your logo. You'd have your menu, a maximum of 3, well, 3 to 4. Your call to action button up on the top right. And by the way, when you put call to actions, try to use the same button over and over so that when they see that red button or whatever, they know it's a call to action. So here we put impactful headline. We put a subtitle to further explain how we're going to go about solving a problem. We put a picture. Let's suppose a satisfied customer shaking hands, something that reflects what we're doing here. So the CTA, the call to action, say things like join now, subscribe now, download an article, buy now. Use it consistently the same wherever you go throughout your site. So when they see that, they know what it is. Now, here is a layout of what a good site should look like. As you can notice, the colors are pretty clear. He's got his logo. Up in the right, he's got a small menu, and he's got his call to action up on the right. Once again, he used different call to actions, but most call to actions, you would want to use exactly the same thing. He grabs you with profitable online business ideas. Wow, I've grabbed. What you should do is look for the keywords. Think of yourself when you're putting keywords searching for something. You put keywords in there. If somebody's coming to your site, if you could buy the most valuable keywords around, put them in your headline. So people, when they start searching, it'll come to your headline. They open it, they see it, they grab it. Phrases that grab you, get your interest, then you put a subtitle that further clarifies it. I help entrepreneurs make money online with small, profitable niche ideas. You give them another call to action. Here we go. And over here, image of the founder, provider of information. This is a young guy. He's giving you these ideas. This could tell you this is all, and you grow, then you move from there on. What I'd like to see you do, and we'll talk about it further in the slides, is that you know who the customer of this company is, a small, medium size enterprise. You know who the customer is. You know what they're selling. You should be able to tell what problems they're trying to solve. And every company is a little uniquely different. If we're all selling tennis shoes, why go to so many different places? Everyone has a unique niche. If you can understand their niche and understand their customer, you can put it in, and you'll know in that to grab them with that headline. So here are the deliverables. Page 1, your name of the SME, website of SME. Page 2, 50 points. Homepage you have to decide for your SME. Some people, all they did was take a PowerPoint, built it on the first one, and on the second one, put in the information. Some people did the PowerPoint, did a copy and paste it on top of a Word document and put it underneath there. So you're going to build the wireframe of that company just like you did in your research paper. That'll be worth 50 points. The second 50 points, why did you put these components? Why in this location? Once again, I'm going to share, I'll take your name off of it and I'll send it to them and say, I had a student in my class that did a review of your website, and here it is. If you would like your name included in there, I'll be glad to include your name. And that I'll send it to them and give all this saying is, hey, you ought to think about having a homepage that looks like this. And these are the reasons down here why it's important for them to do it. Please register for ProctorU as soon as you can. Any questions you have, send it to me by email. Good luck on the final exam. Thank you for putting up with me all semester. And as you go off in your future endeavors, if I can ever be any help, Cheek at Louisiana.edu will always get me. Thanks again, and don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions at all.